So, yesterday I went to go see Creed, uh, the next movie in the Rocky franchise. Yeah, this movie is a spinoff of the Rocky movies. So, let's get right on into it. I so we see this little kid, um, in this juvenile um, juvenile detention area uh, system, I believe, in a juvenile detention center or um, juvenile something, just somewhere in the juvenile system. So, and he starts the fight with this kid because because apparently this kid said, something about his mom, and so that happens. So then we go to then we go into where I think it's like an isolation kind of place where they go to be alone or something like that. I don't know. Um, and we see Apollo Creed's wife, his real wife, um, and his wife is um, I believe tracked him down or something like that. Tracked this little kid down. I believe. So that happens. Yeah, and then I guess, and this was in 1998. Like the time period was in 1998. So he's about 9 years old, I believe. This little kid, and so now we go to 2015. Time skip to 2015, and we see. I believe it was 12 hours. Yeah, it's in it. He went to Mexico. It's either he said it's either said that it was 12 hours earlier or 12 hours later. Um, who knows? Um, so we see Michael. We see Michael B. Jordan, who is this person. Um, which his name is which is his other name is what's his name called? Um, Sorry, it's his last name is Johnson. So um, it's it's it starts with an A. Hold on. Yeah. It's it's Andre uh, Andre Johnson, I believe. Yeah, Adonis. I mean, I'm sorry, Adonis Johnson, and so 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 back to what I was saying is Michael B. Jordan, who is playing Adonis Johnson, and what you call it? We see that Adonis Johnson. We see that he wants to box. He and also in the beginning it was 12 hours later or 12 hours earlier, whatever the case is. He was starting to box in Mexico, so that's pretty. I mean, I guess he started to take a like I think. I'm guessing. So that stuff happens with that. So and he's talking to his what I guess would be his stepmom. Would be his stepmom now, I guess, or adopted mother, which is the Apollo Creed's wife, his original wife, his first wife. So we got that down. So Adonis is talking to Apollo Creed's wife, who is now deceased, who has not seen who has not seen Rocky. A little spoiler. Apollo Creed dies. I think it's in the fourth movie. Fourth movie. He dies in the fourth movie. Spoiler. I'm saying this now. Again. He dies. Then what happens is that he wants to. Okay, so back on track now. Okay, so we go to Apollo Creed's wife again. We see that she kind of finds out that he's boxing because he told her, and he had sunglasses on inside the house, and he had like a busted eye, like a busted blood vessel in his eye. That's gonna be really harsh on to get, but I think that's the second time he fights. I think either the second or third time he fights. In the beginning of the movie, because he has like multiple fights in this movie. So that happens. What else? So he's saying to Apollo Creed's wife that he is going to do boxing, and she says, do you know how many times I had to carry your father up the stairs? Up the stairs. Do you know how many times I had to, wipe him? In the movie. Yeah, so that's because and then she also states that, do you want brain damage? Do you want brain damage? Like, do you want to get hit so hard that you have brain damage? That kind of stuff. So then we go to now we go to Philly. We go to Philadelphia, home of the Eagles. We go there where everything happens. Where we get to well, now we get to now meet Rocky, and when we get to meet Rocky and we get to meet everything, we get to meet everybody. So now we go to do that, and then so he's first, so he's first starting, so he first gets there, and we meet his girlfriend, or will be girlfriend, in later in the movie. He is trying to sleep, but her radio station, or radio stereo system is like super loud, and you could hear it all the way upstairs and probably everywhere, like in the building. He has like a little small apartment and all. He's got that, and then what happens next is he's saying, "Hey." He's pounding on the door, and he's saying to her, "Hey, I gotta get up early, and I gotta train. Can you keep the music down?" And then she says, "Oh, okay, yeah. I'll keep it down. But as soon as she shuts the door, and he starts to move just about like 4 or 5 inches, the radio starts up again, and she's the stereo is like super loud, and just like, oh, you know what, fine, whatever, I can deal with it. So he tries to go. I think he tries to find Rocky. I think. So he finds him at Adrian's restaurant. Whoever does not know, Adrian's restaurant is because, another spoiler. Apparently now we know what happens to Adrian, and in this movie, Rocky tells us, but I'll get to that in just a bit. We get to know what happens to that person in the original Rocky movies. So what happens next is anyway, back to what I was saying is, like, in Adrian, he spoiler. Well, actually, I guess because Adrian is Rocky's wife, and apparently she dies off screen, like she dies later, but in the Rocky Balboa movie, that's the sixth movie of the Rocky franchise, we don't see Adrian, and yeah, that happens. And for everyone who, probably who has already seen it, then you would already know, like, yeah, okay, yeah, she does, and yeah, all that stuff. So he tracks down Rocky, and he's saying, I think he first goes to Mighty Mix, a boxing area, or he does that, or he goes to finds Rocky first. I can't remember right now, but anyway, no. He finds him first. He finds Rocky first, and then he goes to Mighty Mix, and so he wants to, like, get some training in. Like, he wants to just do it on his own. And Rocky says, okay, well, these are some really good tips, and I'll let you know him. And so one is like shadow boxing. Um, I'm not too good with that. I don't. I'm not too good with knowing what shadow boxing is and stuff like that. So anyway, back to that. So then we go to I think yeah we go to Mighty Mix, and so he's just training right now. So then we uh, go back to his apartment, I guess, or he's like it's at night now, and he's now looking at his he's now looking at the he finds this restaurant, I guess, or like a coffee shop or something like that. I don't know. And what will who will his girlfriend, which will be his girlfriend soon, and in just a tiny bit in the movie. I'll tell you when they start the date. Um, he um he finds out that she can sing, and so like when he's like he stops, he looks at this poster, and he looks at this poster, and he sees her as like a singer. So anyway, back to so then we go back to his uh, we go back to his we go back to his we go back to his apartment, and I think it's a day or two later or something like that, and he again his neighbor, which will be his girlfriend, is like he it's the music again, and he's pounding on her door, and so instead of saying she's instead of saying to him instead of him saying something like that, he said something, and he said something to her. So he's saying that he's saying what did he say? He said he's saying that he's saying that he's saying that his that he's like still he's new, and he's just like wondering if she wants to get get some food, go out and get some food, but like not as a date, but like I kind of figured that it's gonna become a date and all. So that happens. So what happens? So sorry. He then he what happens next is what happens next is he's he goes back to, I guess he goes back to Rocky. He goes back to Rocky and, forgot to mention that, that he goes to find Rocky first, and he's saying that, he's saying that, so he's saying that from the first round, from the first fight, not the first round, but like the 10th round of the first fight was taking pictures, and then he got another. Then they were fighting. Then in the second movie, that was from the first movie, and then in the second movie of the first, like the second movie, they did another one. They did another fight, and then he says that that Rocky won, of course, as anyone can tell. And then there was also another one where it was a third fight, but that was behind closed doors and stuff like that. And he wanted to know who won that one. And he says that to Rocky that he was to Rocky that Apollo Creed's I'm Apollo Creed's son, but yeah, Apollo Creed's son. Apollo Creed's son. So that's kind of what makes him interesting. And then he starts calling Rocky Unc, for like uncle and all. And then anyway, but back to he says to Rocky, "Can you train me? Can you train me?" He kind of like keeps on asking him, and so until Rocky finally gives in, and he trains. And but what I said about the shadow boxing, he writes all this stuff down, this is a funny part of the movie. He writes stuff down, and he writes stuff down as like stuff. Like he writes the training stuff down, and Michael B. Jordan, who is playing Adonis Johnson, he takes a picture, and this is still in the beginning of the movie and stuff like that. He takes a picture of the paper, and don't you want to take that? Don't you want to take this paper? Yeah, but don't worry, I have that. Don't worry, I have it on my phone. And then he says like, well, what happens if you lose that or break it, or what happens if you break it? And then Michael B. Jordan, who's playing Adonis Johnson, says, don't worry, it's on the cloud. And then Rocky looks up in the cloud, like, as like, just like, just really funny and all. It's funny. Anyway, but okay, so now we go to like in the middle of now we go to the middle, and apparently he's already starting to box. He starts the box, and Rocky's already doing that. Was already starting to train him. And what you call it? Starts to box him. Starts to coaching him to box, because apparently there's going to be a fight in the middle of the movie, and then there's going to be one more fight, and that's the final fight. So what that one is like, just like he's got 15-0, and then after this one will be 16-0 if he wins. So he wins that one, and that's 16-0. So then we go, and then apparently, I guess it would be I don't know how many months. I don't think it specifically said anything, like they said anything for this third fight, like the third fight in the movie, which would be, I think it's would be 17-0 if he wins. So he goes to this. So apparently, before that third fight, apparently someone finds out that Adonis Johnson is Apollo Creed's son, and which he doesn't want. At first he doesn't want to make. He wants to make a legacy out of his own name, Adonis Johnson, and he does not want anything to do with Apollo Creed, the Creed name and all. He wants to make a legacy of his own, and so that happens. So what happens next is we're getting a little bit farther ahead, just to tie up everything. So they're training more. Apparently now we know that Rocky has cancer, and that kind of makes me a little sad. But now we know that what happens to Adrian is because she had the same thing, and that really, now we know what happens to Adrian, and he's saying to this doctor that who made him come back. He went to the hospital to just to get stuff, just to check out stuff and check it out early and stuff like that. And then they find out that he has cancer really early in the stages of it, really early stages of cancer. So what happens is that what Adonis says is that if you don't do this treatment, then I won't box. As like, if you're gonna take this treatment, then you need to. Then if you're not gonna take this treatment, then I'm not gonna box. But but if you do take this treatment, I will box. I will box. So what happens then is, like, as time goes on, it seems like, I guess, in the movie, time keeps going on, and it seems like, I don't know, it seems like Rocky starts to lose hair or something. Like his hair starts to turn white, and it seems like because of the it seems because of the lighting. It looks like it, and it probably is. It's probably because of the cancer, and probably also he hasn't done the treatment yet, or he's starting to do the treatment, and that's probably why. And what the treatment is called is it's called chemotherapy or something like that. So that happens. So then we go to his now we go to this third fight, which is the final fight in the movie, and it's in London or England or something like that. I don't really know. I really don't care on where it is. It's just whatever. It's somewhere in England, so that happens. That's yeah. Anyway. So then we go to the beginning of the fight. In this little dressing area, we get to have Creed's. We get to have Creed's. What you call it? Apollo Creed's. Apollo Creed's. Apollo Creed's original. We get to have the Creed pants, like boxing shorts and all. Really fun. And in the front of it has Creed, and then in the back it has Johnson, and that was because of his stepmom or his adopted mom, or now again Apollo Creed's wife. Gave it to him, shipped it over to England or London or wherever in the UK, and so now he takes a blow. So now at the beginning of the fight, Johnson takes a blow, and it's kind of like it's got that Rocky moment again. Whoever's seen the Rocky movies, knows, like, if Rocky takes a blow, then you kind of take a blow. You feel that moment, and it's just like in this movie Creed. So it's like this, and this is like this dude he's fighting is like the number one in the world or something like that. I don't. Yeah, number one boxer in the world or whatever. So it's like, okay, so take a blow in the first round, and then you take a blow, you take a round. You take a blow, you take a round. You take a blow, you take a round. So that's what's going on in the ending. And then so the final round is 12. So right now we see that in the ending, the final round, which was 11. In the last round, his eye got like really damaged or something like that. Just like really. Like, it really got puffed up. So that's what happened, and and it's because of this guy that he's fighting, and he's pounding. But anyway, he goes ahead and he fights. He keeps on going because he wants to fight the last one. But he also says that. Rocky says that, this is too much. I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this fight. I'm going to end this. I'm going to end it. Because I don't want you, I don't want you dying like your father. And he says, no, let me do this. Let me do this. And this is like, this is like before the final fight. This is before the last round of the fight. So he does it. And ultimately, Creed, Adonis Johnson Creed is ultimately not the victor, as you could tell. I mean, it's just the same way as the first Rocky, where Rocky tries to fight Apollo Creed, but ultimately he does not succeed in fighting, and he wins um, he wins by in the original Rocky. Rocky does not win, but Apollo Creed stays the champion, and it's just the same way. Creed does the same thing, and the coolest thing is that they had their Rocky theme in the ending. I'll let you listen to that. I'll find a theme for it, and I'll find the theme for it, and I'm also going to put the trailer number one music on there on this thing as well, so you guys can listen to it. It's a really good song. Anyway, it goes like that, and in the end, that's a really good song. And then we go back to Philly, and Rocky wants to go up the steps again, as you can all tell, just like in the movie, just like in the previous movies, where Rocky's going up the steps, and it's a really good moment. In the end, I give this a 9 out of 10 knockouts, or a 10 out of 10 knockouts. It's still a good rating for me. Knockouts. Star. If I was going to rate this like a star rating, it's a 5 out of 5 stars. It's a 5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, go see it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And stay tuned for the next movie review. I think the next movie review is going to be Star Wars, so definitely stay tuned for that. Then the TV shows, the TV shows that I'm trying to do will be up. I'll do those, and I'll do those Christmas weekend, and so those will be up around that time when Flash and Arrow take their mid-season break. I'll start doing the reviews for those shows. Stay tuned for that spectacular. Stay tuned for those shows, and stay tuned for the new Star Wars Episode 7 movie. Again, like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Lay plan, make a mess made. Damn nation, let's play handstand spades. That's without a boycott and a sit out. Afro black pick in with a fist out. From the welcome home to the kick out. Reaching to a rabbit, pull the trick out. Preaching to a faggot with his dick out. Hard times call for arm tying. Sick ice from the nose pressure. Release zip ties on the protesters. 6 wives in the fry of a molester. Medic caviar bar out in Odessa. Dirty needles breaking all the old records. 100 hoes, 1 shovel and some old treasure. Old seat, use beef as a gold tester. Figure rolls, finger waves, closet full of old leathers. Old sweaters, old boots, that's a whole suit for some cold weather. New cell, 2 L's and some old letters. Now ain't doing double life, why she lead a double life? Man, they need another wife. New approach might help a nigga blow better. New hoes might help a nigga hold together. Or will a new lane lead them to the same pen? And the hunger strike bring them to the same 10. Love ends, looking over various errors. Hate is eventually accelerating terror. Hey, with the mirror, I just wanna be collected. When I call, goddamn, I don't wanna be accepted, not at all as I am. Visitor, visitor, prisoner, prisoner, land. Getting slim from the protests, no food. Force fed him like Obi with a nose tube. Vision seconds, so the yogi with the gold shoes. With the rollie going bowling for the old school. I need more for the Michaels, that's a loss for the class and a score for the rifles. 3 hots and a cot and some cops. Trying to find dinosaurs in the Bible. It's all quiet in the jailhouse. Then they ride in to find the empty cells out. They's looking for the swords. They's looking for the swords. I'm just looking at their feet cause I'm looking for the law. Looking in the library, looking at the law. 10 years deep, now I'm looking at the bar. Trying to sovereignty cause I'm looking with the Mars. They degenerate. They ain't looking at the game, they just looking at the scars. What they putting on my books cause I'm looking at the star. Trade a shame for some crank, now I'm looking at a wall. BGF got the yard, AB got the kitchen, snitches on PC. Eminem on a mission, but CEO's got the prison. God got us all, God set us free. God is the key, but the God's got the key. Love is looking over various errors. Hate is eventually accelerating terror. Anywhere but the mirror, oh, I just wanna be collected. When I call, goddamn, I don't wanna be accepted, not at all as I am. Visitor, visitor, prisoner, prisoner. Watching on the glass, saying some killer might fuck him in the ass. Staff getting rigid, wasn't gonna take away the visits. Segregate niggas by themselves and make them stay with it. Wicked, swung the shank around on the mop string. They had to pull him out of cell with a SWAT team. That's a cop team. They sent helicopters to stop the helicoptering. Nigga thought that he'd fly away. Like a kite, take flight, like a letter on a string, like propellers on the wing. But the kite was the key. They made electric chairs for us down day. Last meals, no appeals for them to try and stay. On death row like Suge in a late pot. Maybe he could dig a tunnel while the A block. And wear gloves for the razor wire gate top. Scared thugs going crazy in the cage box. Looking at the world through the TV, a day room, rapping over beats from the tabletops. Yeah, that's how it is in a police state. When your life is just a number and release date. When you're rehabilitated so correctly. And let's hope that's how they live it when you're set free. Love is looking over various errors. Hate is eventually accelerating terror. Anywhere but the mirror, oh, I just wanna be collected. When I call, goddamn, I don't wanna be accepted, not at all as I am. Visitor, visitor, prisoner, prisoner, land.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2. If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press 6. For balance and rate quotes, press 7. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
They sell they songs, they sell they sales. They ain't 12, they all. Niggas all is hell, all is jail, all is sales. So much soul, ain't no more soul on the shelves. You prisoner too, you living here too. You just like us, till your shit get through. You can look like us, your shit get through. You should be in cuffs like us. You should get strike two. You should get like life. You should get like woo. You should get that twice. You should get refused. The yoke parole, that's no parole and no control over your own soul. So control your own more control that your folks can hold. You better watch these niggas. Oh God. If it's up to me, I'll never unlock these niggas. Wouldn't rehabilitate, man, I would just box these niggas and throw away the key. I throw away the key like the Coast Guard watching me. I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys. Better watch these niggas. On God, if it's up to me, I would never throw away the keys like the Coast Guard watching me. I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys. Better watch these niggas. On God. 5th year with the DOC. You can see what COC. Robocop out here COP. 3 hots in the COT. Lived in a small town his whole life. Never left like sounding like the whole right. Either working at the prison or it's no lights. In the system working with the pole lights. In the prison stripping niggas phone rights. Got a malice. On the other side of the bars, watch niggas get smart, watch niggas get strong, watch niggas get home, he jealous. But deep down he jealous. With each sweep down he tell us. With each beat down he help us. Wrong one gon' knock his ass out though. That's why he gotta lock all the niggas out for. One of them told the boy better calm down. Step back from the bullet, put the bomb down. But how the whole world in your palm sound. That's why he treat niggas like shit. Write raps to the taps, keep the face not on them. These niggas might spit. Better watch these niggas. Oh God. Feels up to me, I'll never unlock these niggas. What it really take, man, I'll just box these niggas and throw away the key. I throw away the key like the Coast Guard watching me. I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys. Better watch these niggas. Oh God. Feels up to me, I'll never unlock these niggas. One real to the 10, I'll just box these niggas and throw away the keys. I throw away the keys like the Coast Guard watching me. I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys, I throw away the keys. Better watch these niggas. On God.